ridiculous. All right. I don't know why I'm shining like this. I have no makeup on and I'm just shining. Hey, y'all. Thanks for tuning in. That should have been an oops, huh? Okay, so part two. I'm going to continue. Oh, okay. Some TV and fights. If you don't have a TV in your room, there's a TV in the lounge room. There's always a TV in your dorm. And most of the women have TVs. A lot of the women have TVs. So there's hardly anybody out in the lounge sitting down watching TV. If there's a lot of women watching TV together, nobody's fighting because we don't have say so over what's going to play on the TV. The officer who's in charge of that dorm, which they have their own little office in the glass window where they can see all around, see what's going on. They're in charge of the TV, so they play what they want to play on the TV. Now, you could always ask, hey, can you change the TV? Hey, something is on, and then they'll change it, but they play what they want to play, so there's no fight. You sit down and watch TV if you choose to. So there's no fighting over the TV. We don't have that problem. Most women have their TVs. Now, when you leave the prison and you're transferred to another prison, wherever you're going, you can't take your TV with you unless you're going home. And a lot of times, if someone's going home, they don't want to take a TV with them. Okay, so what they do is they'll sell it way ahead of time before they go home so they can have the money, or they would just give it to somebody. So there's a lot of TVs that are going from hand to hand. So there's always a TV available, and they sell the TVs for $30. So everybody have TVs. Now, I was able to bring my TV home, and that's because when I transferred to the fire camp. When I transferred to the fire camp, I thought I was taking my TV with me. So when I got receiving, she said, you can't take this TV to fire camp. So what are you going to do with it? You got to send it home. So I had no choice. I sent the TV home, and so that's why I brought my TV home. But if I didn't know that I couldn't take it to fire camp, then I would have sold it to somebody else or gave it to somebody else. So everybody have TVs. Now, as far as being in a 6-man cell and being in a 2-man cell, whoo. Okay, so when I first went to the county, remember that I was in the working dorm and it was open. There was this one big old room upstairs and downstairs, 100 women upstairs, 100 women downstairs, and we're just all together. That was very stressful for me. It's always loud. It's always noisy. It was a hot mess. And that was only God that got me through that. Okay, that was my first 6 months too. First 3 months, that was my first 3 months. That was only God that got me through that, because that was hectic. That was crazy. There was always a lot of talking. There was a lot of cursing. There was a lot of fighting. There was just craziness going on with all these women inside this working dorm. And when I tell you it was only God that got me through that, because I would be praying at 3 o'clock in the morning, you're talking about praying. But God put me there for a reason. So that's another whole story. But anyway, so when I left and I went to the prison, they had me in a dorm where it was 2-man cell, and everybody has to go through this, kind of like receiving. So I was in there for a couple of months, 3 months, and then remember I went over the gate. But before you go over the gate, actually you're supposed to only be in this particular dorm for a couple of weeks, and then you go to the dorm where you're in a room with 6 people. I didn't do that. I stayed in this particular dorm for 3 months in this 2-man cell, and that was just a horrible experience. But once you're done with receiving, then you go over the gate. So the whole time you're waiting to go over the gate to do everything that needs to be done, which includes your medical, you got to see the psych doctor and take tests and just all kinds of stuff, and then you go over the wall. Remember, nobody wanted to go over the wall. So once you go over the wall, then you're in a cell, the prison. And this is the prison. This is the big prison. This is all bad. So you're in the cell with 6 women. horrible experience. No, I'd rather not be in a cell with 6 women. I'd rather be in a cell, the 2-man cell. Yes, I'll take that any day. Can you imagine, first of all, the working dorm with 200 women you have to deal with, and yes, you have to deal with them. Something just came to me. Woo! Showers, you have to use the same shower with these 100 women. These are the women that are coming from the street. Woo! Okay, but I prefer the 6-man cell. You have to deal with 6 different women who have 6 different personalities, listen to different music, cook different food, believe in different things. Now this 6-man cell, these 6 women was horrible. One was a beater. One was a stud who had a girlfriend who believed in beating her girlfriend every day, and then the girlfriend would come to the room and they fighting horrible, and just to want to live with somebody who you see every day, beats, try to stab with an ink pen, trying to stab her, kill her, and beating her every day, and then you got to live with this person. Very uncomfortable. I hated that. And then you're in a room with a lifer who try to play bad, try to like, oh, I'm bad all the time. And then she played her music every Sunday morning, which I like this kind of music, like that old school music. I love that kind of music, but not on a Sunday, not on a Sunday morning. Then you turn it on, you blast it. There's nothing you could do. There's nothing you could do but listen to it. You're not going to fight. She's not going to turn around. She's not going to turn it down. This is her room. You came into her room. The lifers own the rooms. They regulate the rooms, okay? They give you the rules, and they tell you how things are going to go in their room. So you living in a room with 6 people, and you got this lifer who turns on the music every Sunday loud, okay? There's nothing you can do. I want to listen to my gospel. I want to listen to my gospel on Sunday. So you better stick your headphones in, and that's how you want to listen to your gospel. Or just nobody's getting along, or the which happened. Oh God, the lifer and somebody fighting all the time. Well, what you want to do? What you want to do? And there's nothing you can do. You can't say, oh no, don't fight, y'all, stop. Okay. No, you got to let them fight. And so you're sitting there, and the 2 that can't get along, they're fighting. Okay. Can you imagine? You're in a room with 6 people. You're dealing with 6 different personalities. It doesn't work. It's horrible. That particular room, when I first got there, I said, you know what, God, you got to get me out this room. I can't deal with this. Somebody said, hey, down the street, that's where the older people live, and the officers are pretty good. If you go down there and you talk to them, they will move you, or they might. There's a chance that they might move you out their room. Now, remember, when I first got there, the lifer said, basically, if you have a problem, you want to be moved, something you can't deal with, you come to us. Like, you don't go to the officers, you go to them, and you tell them what your problem is and let them handle it. I'm going down the street, okay? I'm going down the street, and I'm going to ask this officer to move me out this room. I'm not going to no lifers. I'm not getting ready to deal with this stuff. I'm trusting in God. I have been trusting in God to lead me, guide me, keep me safe, protect me, open doors, make things happen for me, not no lifers. So that's what I did. I went down the street, and I asked the officer, I said, hi, this is who I am. I am older, I'm mature, I'm wiser. This is what's going on. Loud music, fighting and stuff. I can't deal with that kind of stuff. A lot of people can. A lot of people are from the streets. A lot of people are young and dumb and full of cum and like that kind of stuff. They down for the fighting. They down for partying and drinking and getting drunk and getting high and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't. So I told this man, can you move? Is there a space? Do you have space? He's like, well, I'll see. I'll think about it. A couple of hours. They called my name and got me out that room. That was nothing but God. Yes, took care of me. So they put me in another room. I walked in this other room. There was 5 women. 5 women, 5 different backgrounds. one was Hispanic, one was white, one was Asian, one was Korean, one was something. I was like, what? It was funny, right? So one was in her 20s, one was in her 30s, one was in her 40s, one was in her 50s, one was in her 60s. Yes, Lord. And they were all calm. They were all respectful, easygoing, down to earth. There was one lady in the room that can cook. Okay, she could cook better than I can cook, and she cooked every day, and she shared, and she didn't mind. Okay, you guys, I'm cooking. I'm making some fettuccine alfredo, chicken out of yes, You cook all that stuff in there. I'm making some chicken alfredo tonight for dinner. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all here. Yes, and they made plates and fed all of us. And they were trying to say that the one lady that was in her 50s, she was mean, she was set in her own ways and stuff like that. You know, they were saying bad things about her. Please, this lady was wonderful. Once she met me, she was so kind, so polite, so considerate. Yes. And God, I'm telling y'all, that was nothing but God. So I got along with everybody. It really worked. Okay, totally different from being down the street in a room with 6 crazy people. So back to the 6 room, 2 room. Still, I'll take the 2 room any day. When they transferred me, and I kept praying, God, transfer me, get me out of this prison. Oh my God, 11 minutes already. Get me out of this prison. I don't care where I go. Get me out this prison. And they transferred me fast, praise God, and got me out of there and took me to this low-level prison. So once I get to the low-level prison, yes, all 2 cells. There's no 6-man cell, 2-man cell. And that is so much better than being in a cell with 6 women and dealing with all that craziness. Yes, I'll take 2-man cell any day. Okay, so my time is up, you guys. That was a wonderful questions. Thank you so much for your questions, you guys. I love doing videos. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask questions, and I'll be more than happy to come back and do videos. Okay, I want to thank you to all my new subscribers and old subscribers. I really appreciate you guys coming over and checking out my channel. That's it. Until the next video, peace.